Something is happening at Walmart right now, and almost nobody is talking about it. Shelves are shifting, sizes are shrinking, and certain products that millions of Americans buy every single week are quietly becoming harder to find or a lot more expensive. I have been watching this closely for months. I have talked to people inside distribution. I have checked the numbers myself at my local Walmart, at Costco, and on Amazon. And today I'm going to walk you through 14 specific products that you should stock up on right now and before the rest of the world catches on. Some of these items you will not be surprised by, but some of them will genuinely shock you. Number 7 stunned me, I will be honest with you. I had no idea until I looked at the numbers side by side. Stay with me all the way through because the last few items on this list are the ones most people are going to regret skipping. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button right now. I do these deep dives every week. You do not want to miss the next one. All right, let us get into it. Before I jump in, I want to be clear about something. This is not about panic buying. This is not about filling your garage floor to ceiling. This is about being smart. This is about protecting your budget. This is about buying what you already use, just doing it at the right time instead of the wrong time. Because prices are moving, availability is shifting, and the people who pay attention now will be the ones who are grateful later. Here are 14 Walmart products disappearing in 2026 and what you should do about it. Product number 1, great value canned tomatoes. Let us start with something that sits in almost every pantry in America, canned tomatoes, specifically the Great Value Store brand at Walmart. And this one matters because it is so ordinary. It is so easy to overlook, but that is exactly why you need to pay attention. The price per can has crept up nearly 18% since 2023. A standard 14.5 ounce can that used to sit at 68 cents is now regularly ringing up at 78 to 82 cents at most Walmart locations. That might sound small, but if your family uses 4 or 5 cans a week in soups, pastas, chilies, casseroles, that adds up fast across a whole year. And the can size itself has quietly dropped in some varieties. Some diced tomato packs that used to be 15 ounces are now 14.5, same price, less product, classic shrinkflation. People inside produce distribution have flagged that California Tomato Processing, which supplies a huge portion of the national can supply, had a tighter harvest last season due to heat stress on crops. That ripples forward directly into 2026 pricing. I bought 4 cases of 12 cans each. That is 48 cans total. At the current great value price of about 80 cents a can, my total was around $38.40. If prices climb another 15% by mid-year, which retail analysts are projecting, those same 48 cans would cost me close to $44. That is over $5 saved just for buying ahead. Canned tomatoes last 18 to 24 months unopened in a cool, dry location. A basement shelf, a pantry cabinet, even a closet works fine. This is one of the safest, easiest stock-up items on this entire list. There's almost no downside. You are going to buy canned tomatoes anyway. You might as well buy them now while the price is still manageable. Product number 2, Bounty paper towels. This one hits a little closer to home for a lot of people. Bounty paper towels, the mega or double roll pack sold at Walmart. And this is one of those products where the packaging change has been so gradual that most shoppers have not even noticed yet. The sheet count per roll has dropped noticeably. A pack marketed as 12 double rolls now delivers fewer actual sheets per roll than it did in 2022. Some rolls have lost up to 20 sheets compared to the same SKU 3 years ago. Meanwhile, the price has climbed from around $18.97 to now often hitting $21 to $22 for the same size pack. That is a double whammy. Less product, more money. Pulp and fiber costs for paper manufacturers remain elevated. Logistics costs have not fully settled either. A contact who handles paper goods receiving told me they have seen more product substitutions and smaller pack weights coming through in 2025 and into early 2026. I grabbed 3 of the 12-count mega packs when I spotted them at $19.97. Total spend was about $60. My family goes through roughly one of these packs every 3 to 4 weeks. So I bought myself about 3 months of supply at a price point I doubt I will see again this year. Paper towels store indefinitely. Keep them out of moisture and direct sunlight. Under a bed, in a closet, in the garage, all perfectly fine. You will never not use paper towels. You do not want to be paying $25 a pack for something you could have bought today for $20. Product number 3, cooking oil. Cooking oil has had a wild ride over the past few years, and it is not done yet. Vegetable and canola oil, particularly the Great Value 48-ounce and 128-ounce jugs at Walmart, are seeing continued pressure in 2026. Global soybean and canola supply has been squeezed by weather disruptions in South America and Canada, two of the world's biggest producers. Import costs have climbed, and demand for these oils in food manufacturing and restaurant supply chains competes directly with your grocery store availability. The 48-ounce Great Value vegetable oil that sat at $3.68 in mid-2023 is now routinely priced between $4.50 and $5.20, depending on location. That is a nearly 40% increase in under 2 years. The per ounce cost has climbed even faster on smaller bottles, which squeezes budget shoppers hardest. Commodity tracking reports from agricultural markets suggest canola and soy prices remain volatile into mid-2026. Any additional crop disruption could trigger another spike similar to what happened during the post-pandemic shortage period. Product number 4, Equate Ibuprofen. Okay, this one shifts things a little. We are talking about Equate, Walmart's store brand over-the-counter medications. Ibuprofen, acetaminophen, allergy tablets, antacids. And this matters in a way that goes beyond just price. A 500-count bottle of Equate Ibuprofen 200 milligrams that was $7.88 2 years ago is now sitting at $9.47 at many Walmart stores. And the 1,000-count bottles, the real value option, are increasingly out of stock. Pharmacy supply chain reports indicate continued strain on generic medication procurement. Some independent pharmacies have already reported receiving fewer large count packs from distributors. I stocked up on 3 large bottles of Equate Ibuprofen and 2 bottles of Equate acetaminophen. Total spend was about $47. If those same bottles go up another 15 to 20%, which is entirely plausible, I have effectively saved close to $10 on medications my family uses regularly. Most OTC tablets last 2 to 3 years from purchase date when stored at room temperature away from moisture. Check the expiration and rotate accordingly. This is not hoarding. This is basic preparedness for things you will definitely use. Do not wait until you need ibuprofen at 11 p.m. and the big bottles are gone. Product number 5, frozen chicken breast. Frozen chicken breast, one of the most purchased proteins in America, and one of the products most under quiet pressure right now. Avian influenza outbreaks have disrupted domestic poultry supply at various points across 2024 and into 2025. The Great Value frozen boneless, skinless chicken breast 5-pound bag, a staple for budget shoppers, was running around $9.97 to $10.97 in 2023. Today, in many markets, it is sitting between $12.47 and $13.97. That is a per pound cost that has jumped from roughly $2 to over $2.70 in less than 2 years. For a family that eats chicken 3 nights a week, that is a meaningful budget impact every single month. Poultry processing capacity remains constrained in several regions. Industry reports suggest domestic chicken supply will face continued volatility through at least mid-2026 as flocks work their way back to full production capacity. I bought 5 of the 5-pound bags during a clearance cycle when they were marked to $11.47 each. Total was just over $57 for 25 pounds of chicken. At current pricing, I would spend closer to $68 for the same amount. That is over $10 back in my pocket. Frozen chicken breast keeps well for up to 9 months in a standard freezer. If you have a chest freezer, you're looking at 12 months or more with consistent quality. Vacuum sealing individual portions can extend that even further and makes meal prep much easier. Protein prices are heading in one direction. Get ahead of it while you can. Product number 6, Tide Simply Clean Detergent. Stay with me here because laundry detergent is one of those things you do not think about until you run out. And Tide Simply, the budget Tide line sold heavily at Walmart, is going through something right now that most shoppers are completely unaware of. Procter & Gamble has been quietly adjusting the fill volumes on Tide Simply bottles while holding price points. A bottle that previously delivered 64 loads now frequently delivers 59 or 60 loads, same jug, same shelf position, different fill. The large format Tide Simply 128-ounce bottle was around $11.97 consistently through 2022 and 2023. It is now $13.97 to $14.97 at most Walmart locations. On Amazon, the same product is priced even higher. Surfactant costs, the active cleaning agents in detergent, have remained elevated due to petrochemical supply pressures. That cost is being absorbed partly through price increases and partly through reduced fill. You are paying more and getting less. I picked up 4 large bottles at $13.47 each during a rollback. That is $53.88 for what amounts to roughly 8 months of detergent for my household. If those bottles are $16 by the end of the year, in which is completely possible at this trajectory, I saved over $8. And I do not have to think about detergent for months. Liquid laundry detergent keeps for 12 to 18 months unopened. Store in a cool location and avoid temperature extremes, which can break down the surfactant chemistry. Powdered detergent lasts even longer, sometimes 2 to 3 years if kept dry. You are going to do laundry. You might as well not overpay for the privilege. Product number 7, instant coffee. And here we are, number 7. I told you this one would get you, and I meant it. We are talking about instant coffee and value tier coffee at Walmart. And what is happening to it in 2026 is genuinely alarming if you are a coffee drinker on a budget. Global coffee prices hit near historic highs in late 2024 and have held elevated well into 2025. Arabica futures on commodity markets have remained above $2.50 per pound, more than double where they sat just a few years ago. That is feeding directly into retail. Increases. The 30.6-ounce can has gone from $3.97 to $3.99 at many Walmart locations. Maxwell House at Walmart has seen similar increases. The 30.6-ounce can has gone from around $8.97 to nearly $12. Per cup cost comparisons show this clearly. At the old price, you are paying about 5 cents a cup for instant. At today's prices, you are closer to 8 or 9 cents. Multiply that across a household of 2 coffee drinkers over a full year, and you are talking about $20 to $30 in extra spend. Coffee analysts are not forecasting a major price drop in the near term. Brazil, the world's largest Arabica producer, has faced weather challenges. Vietnam's Robusta output has also been under pressure. The supply squeeze is real and the timing of relief is uncertain. I bought 4 jars of great value instant coffee at $6.97 each and 2 Maxwell House 30-ounce cans at $10.97 each. Total was about $49.82. That covers my household for the better part of 4 to 5 months. If prices push to $8 and $13 respectively by mid-year, which is conservative based on current trends, I saved close to $14. Instant coffee is remarkably shelf-stable. Unopened jars last 2 to 3 years easily. Even opened, if you seal them tight, the quality holds for 12 months or more. Keep it away from moisture and heat. Coffee is not going back to 2022 prices anytime soon. The time to stock up is now. Stock up. Product number 8, pasta. Pasta, the most pantry-friendly food in existence. And yes, even pasta is changing. Wheat prices have been volatile globally. Russia and Ukraine between them account for a major share of world wheat exports. Ongoing disruptions have kept grain commodity prices elevated and unpredictable. Walmart's Great Value pasta has climbed from 88 cents per pound box to regularly hitting $1.12 to $1.28. That is a 25 to 40% price increase on one of the most basic pantry staples in the country. And the store brand options that used to be dramatically cheaper than Barilla or Muller's are now narrowing that gap considerably. Grain and flour commodity indices show continued pressure through the first half of 2026. I bought 21-pound boxes at $1.08 each. That is $21.60 for a 20-pound pasta supply that will last my family roughly 4 months. If those same boxes are $1.40 by late summer, a realistic move based on current trends, I saved about $6.40 just by buying ahead. Dry pasta is one of the longest lasting foods you can stock. Properly stored in a cool, dry area, it keeps for 2 to 3 years easily. Some sources say even longer. Keep it in a sealed container once opened. The original box works fine for unopened product. Pasta is cheap, lasts forever, and prices are heading up. This is one of the easiest wins on the list. Product number 9, shredded cheese. I buy shredded cheese almost every single week, and I have been watching the price on the Great Value bags at Walmart creep up with a quiet relentlessness that honestly just bothers me. Dairy commodity prices have been persistently elevated. Milk production costs have risen sharply with feed grain prices, energy costs, and labor at processing facilities all moving upward simultaneously. The Great Value shredded mozzarella 32-ounce bag was around $6.47 2 years ago. It is now regularly $7.97 to $8.47. The 8-ounce bags used to be consistent at $1.97. Today, they frequently hit $2.47 to $2.68. For pizza nights, for quesadillas, for casseroles, this is a meaningful difference when you're cooking for a family week after week. Dairy commodity benchmarks tracked by agricultural industry sources suggest cheese prices are unlikely to soften significantly through 2026, given structural cost increases at the farm level. I bought 4 of the 32-ounce bags and froze 3 of them immediately. Total was about $31. Shredded cheese freezes extremely well, and many people do not know this. I thaw 1 bag at a time, and quality is basically unchanged. Shredded cheese freezes for up to 6 months with minimal quality loss. Lay the bag flat, press out air, and freeze. This is one of the best kept secrets in budget grocery shopping. Buy at today's price. Freeze immediately. Use at your own pace. Your family is going to eat cheese. Buy it now and thank yourself later. Product number 10, dishwasher pods. This is one I almost did not include because it seems so mundane, but the numbers convinced me. Great Value dishwasher pods at Walmart have quietly become one of the fastest moving price increase items in the household cleaning category. Dishwasher pods use a combination of surfactants, enzymes, and water softening compounds, many of which have seen input cost increases tied to chemical feedstock pricing and energy costs in manufacturing. The Great Value 60-count pack that sat at $7.97 in 2023 is now commonly priced at $9.97 to $10.97. That is over a 25% increase for the exact same product. Chemical sector reports suggest enzyme and surfactant pricing remains elevated through mid-2026. The cost of compliance with environmental formulation standards is also adding pressure on household cleaning product manufacturers. I bought 4 packs of 60 at $9.47 each. That is $37.88 for 240 dishwasher cycles, roughly 8 months of dishes for my household. At the current trend, the same 240 pods could cost me $45 or more by year end. Dishwasher pods last 12 to 15 months unopened. Keep them sealed and dry. Humidity is the enemy of pods and can cause them to clump or degrade. A cabinet under the kitchen sink works fine as long as it does not get steamy. You will run the dishwasher whether you stocked up or not. You might as well do it for less. Product number 11, peanut butter. Peanut butter is a survival food. I say that with complete seriousness. High protein, long shelf life, endlessly versatile. Kids love it. Adults rely on it. And its price trajectory at Walmart right now is something you need to see. Peanut crop yields have faced weather-related challenges across key growing regions in the southeastern United States and in South America. Export demand from global markets has also increased, competing with domestic supply. The Great Value Creamy Peanut Butter 40-ounce container was sitting around $4.97 in early 2023. Today, it regularly hits $6.47 to $6.97. That is a 30 to 40% increase on a staple product. And the 64-ounce size, once the gold standard for value, is increasingly hard to find in stock. Agricultural commodity monitors tracking peanut prices show continued above-average futures pricing for 2026. Supply uncertainty is real. I bought 6 of the 40-ounce containers at $6.47 each. Total was $38.82. 6 containers covers my household for nearly 4 months of regular use. At $7.50 or $8 each, where I think this is heading, that same supply would cost me $45 to $48. Unopened peanut butter lasts 12 to 24 months at room temperature. Commercial peanut butter like Great Value is stabilized and extremely forgiving in storage. This is one of the most complete budget foods available. Stock it now. Product number 12, baby wipes. Parents, this one is specifically for you. But honestly, everyone should hear this. Baby wipes are in a pricing pressure zone right now that is not getting nearly enough attention. Baby wipes are made from non-woven polypropylene fabric, a petroleum-based material. When energy and raw material costs rise, non-woven fabric prices rise too. And they have. The Great Value 720-count baby wipe package that used to run $10.97 to $11.97 is now commonly $13.47 to $14.97. On Amazon, the same count runs even higher. Parents who go through 2 to 3 packs a month, which is very common in the infant stage, are absorbing $4 to $6 more per month in cost. That is $50 to $70 extra per year just on wipes. The non-woven fabric supply chain has not fully stabilized post-pandemic, and input material costs remain above historical norms. Manufacturers are prioritizing profitability over price competition on baby staples. I bought 4 of the large packs at $13.47 each, total $53.88. And even if you are not a parent, these have 1,000 uses: cleaning surfaces, quick wipe downs, travel, pet care. They are genuinely versatile. Baby wipes last 2 to 3 years unopened. Keep them sealed in a closet or bathroom cabinet. The price is going up. Get ahead of it. Product number 13, rice. Rice is the single most consumed grain in the world, and it is going through a period of price instability that does not get nearly enough coverage in mainstream media. In 2023, India, the world's largest rice exporter, restricted exports. That sent global rice prices sharply higher. While some restrictions have eased since, the market has not fully recovered and remains sensitive to any new supply disruption. The Great Value 20-pound bag of long grain white rice that was running $10.97 in 2022 has climbed to $14.47 to $15.97 at many Walmart locations. Some markets are seeing it even higher. That is a 30 to 45% price increase on one of the most foundational staple foods in the American pantry. Global rice supply monitors continue to flag the market as fragile. Any significant weather event in Southeast Asia, where the bulk of global rice supply originates, could trigger another spike quickly. I bought 2 20-pound bags at $14.97 each. Total was $29.94 for 40 pounds of rice. At the trajectory we are seeing, those same two bags could easily be $36 to $40 by late 2026. White rice in sealed packaging lasts 25 to 30 years under proper storage conditions. Even in an open bag kept in a sealed container, it lasts 5 to 10 years comfortably. Oxygen absorbers and airtight buckets are ideal for long-term storage. For shorter term, just use a sealed plastic bin. Rice stores essentially forever and prices are volatile. The case for stocking up is as strong as it has ever been. Product number 14, AA/AAA batteries. And we saved this one for last because it catches people completely off guard. Batteries, specifically AA and AAA multi-packs from the Great Value line and from Energizer at Walmart. And the reason this makes the list is not just price, it is availability. The global demand for batteries has exploded, not just from consumer electronics, but from the surge in remote controls, smart home devices, wireless keyboards, game controllers, flashlights, smoke detectors, and kids' toys. At the same time, critical battery material inputs, lithium, manganese, zinc, have faced supply chain pressure and cost increases. The Energizer Max 20 pack, A that sold for $12.97 at Walmart 2 years ago, is now commonly $16.47 to $17.97. The Great Value equivalent, once the sub $8 option, is now frequently $9.47 to $10.47 for a comparable count. And during high demand windows, holiday season, storm prep season, large multi-packs go out of stock at Walmart faster than they are replenished. Consumer electronics market analysts have flagged that battery demand is structurally higher than pre-pandemic levels, and that supply chain pressure on battery materials is unlikely to fully resolve in 2026. I bought 2 of the Energizer 20-pack AAs, 2 of the Great Value 30-pack AAs, and 1 20-pack of AAAA. Total came to about $62. That is a year plus of household battery needs handled at today's prices. If those packs climb another $2 to $3 each over the next 12 months, very likely. I save $15 to $20 without lifting a finger. Quality alkaline batteries like Energizer maintain up to 80% of their charge for 10 years when stored at room temperature in a sealed package. Do not store in heat. Do not store loose where they can contact each other. A drawer or storage bin works perfectly. You will always need batteries, and you will never regret having too many. Now, let me tell you what all 14 of these items have in common. They are all things you already buy, every single one. This is not about buying things you do not need. This is about being intentional about the things you already need. Every item on this list is facing price pressure from at least 2 directions simultaneously. Input cost increases from commodity markets and demand pressure as supply gets tighter. That is a 1-2 punch that only moves prices in one direction. The people who ignore this information will still need these items. They will just pay more for them, possibly a lot more. But you watched this video, you heard the numbers, you understand what is happening right now. So here's my encouragement. Do not go spend money you do not have. Do not fill a storage unit. Do not panic. Just go to Walmart this week and pick up an extra unit or 2 of the items on this list that your family uses most. Spread it out over a few shopping trips if you need to. Spend an extra $20 or $30 per trip on strategic stock-up items. Over time, you will build a cushion that protects your budget against the inflation that is already here and the price moves that are still coming, because the shelves are shifting and the people who notice now will be the ones who are glad they did. If this video helped you, and I genuinely hope it did, please hit that like button right now. It takes 1 second and it helps more people find this information before it is too late for them. And if you are not subscribed yet, please do it now. I put out videos like this every week, supply chain updates, price trend alerts, real numbers from real shelves. You do not want to be the person who finds this channel 6 months from now wishing they had started watching sooner. The next video is already in the works. It is going to cover something even more specific, and the timing is critical. So hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and I will see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves and take care of your families.